Welcome back, Setting the Edge Conference Championship weekend. It's our second to last show, unless we choose to do one next week about the Pro Bowl flag football game. I don't know if everybody's in for that, but I think we'll probably take a week off before the Super Bowl. Tony's in. Andy's
I'm in.
not.
Jason Kelsey's nipples are going to lead all.
Ray's got them props lined up using his Betalytics for the flag football matchup. He knows.
I was going to say, if Andy's betting on Kyler Murray MVP, then I might as well get on the
true.
Pro Bowl.
Flag football is not too far off of what Andy bets on anyways. So, look, Conference Championship weekend on Bettor Edge. The marketplace is wide open. Lots of great action out there. You can get good lines. There's props, there's sides, there's totals. For our competition today, we'll be using our Bettor Edge app. You can join using the code 5RSN to get yourself $20 from Ethan Skolnick's pocket. With all the action today surrounding the Terry Rozier trade, I'm sure the numbers were great for the network, and he has a lot of money to give away now. So just go out and take some money from his pocket. Use the code 5RSN, get yourself $20 from Bettor Edge when you sign up. Go to the marketplace, go to the competitions. There's daily NBA competitions. There are weekly NFL competitions. Once the NFL season ends, we'll try to figure out something new to do besides the daily NBA. We have some ideas with that. So jump in there, use our code, and get yourself some money when you sign up. If you are not signed up already, it's legal in Florida, legal in almost every state. So make sure you check it out. Matt, what's up?
What's good?
Glad to see you're here.
Whoa.
Another sharp guy in the chat. All right. So, boys, we're going to jump right in, talk about conference championship. Before I do that, I want to update the standings. We had kind of a have or have not week. Me and Andy, we both went 1-4, got our asses beat.
Praise
Am I wrong?
God.
Bet the house special hit though. That's all that matters.
Okay.
That covers the other 4 games.
I just want to make sure I didn't write something wrong. I mean, but we both went 1-4. Andy hit on the Ravens, which is to bet the house. I hit on the Bucks over, and I missed on everything else, which lines up exactly with how my betting week went. Also, my accounts. Tony and Ray, they led us with 4-1 each. And it's closed the gap a lot. I mean, looking at the standings now, I'm at 57-40-3. Ray's at 54-43-3. Tony 48-44-3, and Andy 44-53-3. So everybody's pretty tight. You know, we're going to have quite a big spread for the Super Bowl, a lot of props and things like that. So maybe there's an opportunity for some people to, make up some ground, and that'll be fun with the Super Bowl coming up in 2 weeks. So we'll talk about that when we get there. But first off, we got to talk about conference championships. We got the 49ers and the Lions. We got the Chiefs and the Baltimore Ravens. And let's start with the AFC since that's the order that it goes on Sunday.
Matt, don't let him fool you. Don't let him fool you. I missed 5 picks. The gap's not as close as you think. If I would have committed 5 picks, I would still be in second place.
Yep.
He'd be probably like closer to Andre at this point.
That is true. Ray is closing the gap rapidly.
Your win and loss percentage is about your ROI, okay?
He's right.
Yep, that is true. That is true. Let's just jump right in. So in the competition this week, it's a little different. There's only 2 games. We have to make 4 picks. Tonight, we're just going to talk about what we like. Each spread, each total for both games. In the competition this week, it's a wager competition, which is different. Basically, for $10, you get 1,000 credits. You have to spread those out. You have to make 4 picks. So, for example, if I really feel great about the Ravens, I can use $1 on the other 3, NFC spread total, AFC total, and then put $9.97 on the Ravens. That's fine. But I have to make 4 picks. I can spread them out $2.50 each, anything in between. We're not going to do in the math tonight. We're not going to get into the weeds of that. But once we get in the app, we'll do that. But we're just going to talk about what we like, spreads and totals. So let's start it off with the AFC. And in the competition, the spread is Ravens minus 3.5, over under 44.5. So I don't know if anybody has a strong feeling, wants to jump in and be the lead on this. Ravens, Chiefs, what do you like? 3.5 and 44.5.
I'll lead us off. I'm so heavily on the under for this. And I know a lot of people are thinking to yourselves, what it's Kansas City, it's Baltimore, it's a trap, and both of these teams are going to run the ball. You run the ball, you run the ball, you run the ball, you run the ball, and what happens when you run the ball? The clock keeps ticking. If this game ended up being 20-17, 21-20, some nonsensical score like that, I could see it, but I could also see this game being like 9-20. Like, I don't see them scoring a lot of points. I see them scoring some points here and there, but not enough to cover this. There's something about that. Everyone's going to see that line and be like, oh, yeah, it's the Chiefs. It's the Baltimore Ravens. High-octane offenses. And I'm like, no, they're going to run the ball. They're going to run the ball. So I'm very heavily on the under 44.5 for this.
Bro, I'm on the other side, and it's one of those things where it's what my heart tells me to do. Like, that number's too low for me. Excuse the squeaking from my dog. That number's too low for me, bro. Like, 20-24 gets you almost right there. I can see Kansas City struggling. That's the thing about everything that I bet. I can see the other side too, and sometimes the other side happens a little too often. I can see Kansas City struggling against the Ravens. I can see the Ravens routing them and just, controlling the ball, controlling the clock. But something tells me he's going to go over. This is what I feel right now.
I stand with Ray, and I think that the day of, I'm going to have some wicked fucking parlays out there. Call me Matt Damon, where I'm teasing this line up 6 points and taking the under. That just makes it as safe as humanly possible. 44 tees, 6 points, gets you to 50. That under is an automatic lock, I think. The Chiefs played their best defensive game that I've seen all season, and I don't think they have enough, even with that consistency that they showed, to stop the Ravens' multi-pronged, like, running passing attack that they have going on out there. They're a team of destiny. They feel right, like they're going to move through this matchup. So it'd be funny if a conference finals game is kind of blowouty, but that's my feel on it, just looking at how the game plan is going to break down.
Yeah, so I'm also on the under. It's probably not the most strong feel that I have for this week, but I agree with Ray. I think you're going to see both sides between Pacheco and the Ravens with a mixed match of a lot of people. Obviously, Lamar is a threat to do that too. I just think you're going to see a tight, well-coached battle in Baltimore. Two very good teams. Obviously, if you're in the conference championship, you're a very good team. But I do lean, and I'll guess I'll lead off the side part of this. I do think that Baltimore is the better team. And I feel much more confident in Baltimore as a favorite than I do in San Francisco. Even though the spread is obviously bigger for San Francisco. I just think Baltimore is better. They've proven this over and over throughout the season. They've just busted up really good teams. And I've seen Kansas City all year. And I don't think that apologies to Andy, beating the Dolphins in a freaking icebox and then beating Buffalo when honestly Buffalo probably should have won the game. Yes. Buffalo kind of beat themselves. So I don't have an opinion change too much on the Chiefs, but I know what I've seen from the Ravens all year long. They've been the most consistent, best team, I think, all season. And while the 3.5, you guys know I hate, it always scares me off. And the number would tell me I would usually bet the Chiefs here. But I think the Baltimore is going to just, as Ray likes to say, they're going to boat race them. I think Baltimore is going to beat the fuck out of Kansas City. And Mahomes is going to get knocked out. He's going to have a tougher time than he did in Buffalo. And I think Baltimore takes care of business. So I'm on Baltimore and the under. So whoever wants to go next in terms of their side.
I'm with you on Baltimore for this one, and their spread. I just think, congratulations, Patty Mahomes. You've done a wonderful job the first 4 or 5 years of your career of avoiding this situation.
You are this generation's Tom Brady.
But you have now walked into an AFC Championship game in not Arrowhead, and we all know that Baltimore is one of the scarier places to play come playoff time. Lamar Jackson is not to be trifled with right now. He's looking very quarterbacky. And I don't know what y'all think is fixing to happen, but Patrick Mahomes is fixing to have it. And maybe next year they'll figure it out, find a new speedster receiver that can get him, that he can just yeet the ball down to like Tyreek. But it's Baltimore out the AFC. it is 100% Baltimore out of the AFC.
I'm
You
with
guys
it.
are. Oh, I'm sorry. I saw you eating, so I was like, I'm gonna let him finish. I'll give him.
I'm gonna be honest, buddy. I'm eating this whole fucking stream.
I wish I
Where's
was.
my where's my Fritos at? Get out of my way. Thank you.
At this point, I've eaten every week on stream. It's my character.
Y'all should have told me. I would have saved my dinner. Now I feel weird. Hey, you guys are forgetting the very important thing that Taylor Swift is married to this motherfucker, Travis Kelce. She has to be in the Super Bowl. She's gonna have a couple Super Bowl commercials. She might even pop up as a guest in the halftime show.
Hilarious.
Okay, y'all forgot. Give me Chiefs. Give me the plus, the minus. Give me Chiefs, bro. Yeah, you guys. You gotta look at the stars and count them, man.
Yeah, I'm going.
Okay,
Opposite.
Kyler Murray.
I think that you used all your magics. You used your Taylor Swift dancing in the booth magics. You used your Jason Kelsey's titties out on national television magic. All your magic is gone. To Ray's point, the only thing that matters in the NFL these days is quarterback connections and route running. And do you have the speed to beat a defense? Do you have a running back that can attack a weak box? And that's it. It's all that matters. They run out of options against Buffalo or against the Ravens, who I think have a seriously underrated defense. Hell of a lot of speed in the middle of the field, and they're going to shut that down. 3.5. So
for those keeping track at home, Andy's on KC and the over. Everyone else is on Baltimore and the under. But yeah, there we
back,
go.
baby.
Got to be the lone wolf if you're trying to catch up, man. You can't be copying plays. So
no other option.
Wolves travel in packs. If it's a lone wolf, it means that it's probably gonna die soon. I'm just saying.
Who the fuck is this guy? Like, fucking the zoologist? What's the guy's name from the Levitard show?
Oh yeah, Ron McGill. Ron
McGill. Fucking Ray.
Sorry, buddy. I watch a lot of documentaries, man. I watched a cat documentary last night. Leave me alone.
Speaking of animals, we'll move to the NFC Championship. The Lions. See how I segued that? I'm a fucking professional. Lions at 49ers. NFC Championship. The line in this one. More animals.
That's not a lion. That is not a lion.
49ers are 7-point favorites, over under 51. I will add that all four of these lines are exactly market consensus lines right now.
Yeah.
So we're not finding any advantages like we found sometimes in the competition where we've got like a 3.5 point, spread difference or something like that. So 7 and 51 is the total. I don't know if anybody wants to jump in and go first. Either way, spread, total, whatever you want.
All right, I'll do it. And I hate doing this because it has been such an absolute fun ride. I think that the Dolphins, they do. Let me rephrase. I think the Dolphins have a bright future, but I think the Detroit Lions have a very bright future. But I think it's time. I think the magic has come to an end, just as Tony has spoken about. Look, the 49ers defense, for everything that it's worth, they're going to be able to stop the pass. I don't know how this is going to work with the run, but the Lions are not going to be able to stop a damn thing. I like the Lions. I think the 49ers have one too many playmakers for this. And I get it. They're going to be able to score. I'm on the over with this game too. But I get 7 looks scary, and everyone's like, well, look what just happened with the 49ers. And it's like, I get it. I do. But also now it is genuinely time for these people to take care of business and go to the Super Bowl for this, a rematch, a decade in the making between the 49ers and the Ravens. So give me the 49ers -7 and give me the over.
I saw Brady's thread too, Matt. It was great.
Wonderful work. Fantabulous work.
All right, Ray's on 7 in the over. Tony or Andy? And you know what? I was going to say, I was getting really worried. I was about to just call the authorities and see where Daniel Barry was at. He's been here every week. Daniel Barry Sports Highlights. We appreciate you coming in every week, checking us out. We only got 2 games. So we've already talked about the AFC. So Daniel, if you got a pick for the AFC, let us know. But we're talking NFC. Ray is on the 49ers. Ray is on the over. And Tony or Andy, what you got?
Ooh. What we doing? All right. I think the 49ers just have a game plan advantage. I'm just taking game plan advantages all the way in. They can adapt their strategy to mid matchup. So if the Lions come out with something funky that takes away something the 49ers really want to get to and they've gotten to consistently. Hey, Debo Samuel jet sweep time. Oh, he's there. He's in the backfield. Oh, okay. We're doing bubble screens. We got the quarterback lined up out wide. What's going on there? There's just too many things they can attack you with. And I think the Giants defense or Lions defense is super underrated. They're going to they're going to make it a tough half for the San Francisco 49ers. But I don't think it stays the game much longer than that. I got favorites, baby. I got favorites all the way. I'm taking San Francisco minus 49 too. But this is where I'm swapping.
Taking with minus 49.
No, minus 49ers. I'm taking a minus 7. I teased the fuck out of that line.
So what you got that at? Plus 15,000?
Yeah, man.
Let me send you some money. Whatever book you got that on, I'll send you $1. I need that.
I got that shit on that FSGs, those things. I got the under though. I just don't think. Cool thing about consensus lines is you can watch trends. Playoff games, especially in championship games, typically go under. So I'm gonna take that.
Andy,
I love the under on this game because I think it's gonna be competitive. I think the Lions and 49ers get two bona fide defenses, and I think they're not gonna let things just stroll into the end zone like that. However, what I love more, and what has to be one of the last bet the house specials of the year, Detroit Lions +7, baby. Come on now. Did y'all haven't gotten the script yet? That's the problem. Yo, give me a shot.
Look, the dog is telling you. Every time it's telling you. Stop picking felines in this house.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you right now, he's tired of moving houses. We haven't done well this year. No, but I'm telling you, you guys didn't see the script. You guys too busy on Scary Terry. It's gonna be Chiefs Lions. It's gonna be Chiefs Lions, baby. Lions gonna get the first Super Bowl this year. It's gonna be this year, the first ever Super Bowl. Eminem's gonna cry. Everyone's gonna be happy. He's not rolling with it. Okay. So give me Lions, give me +7, and I'll see you at the Pro Bowl, man. Well, all my Dolphins are at because they didn't do shit in the playoffs.
Tough out in 2019, man. Don't feel bad.
I'm right there with you, buddy.
Sucks ass.
All right. I'm on the Lions. I think the 49ers are definitely the better team, but I kind of hinted to this when I talked about the Ravens that my question is, will Brock Purdy ever turn into that pumpkin? And he kind of did last week in the rain. He didn't look good. And then the Debo thing. What if Debo doesn't play? And I think he's a huge factor in what they do. Obviously, they're very talented in other spots too. So while I don't necessarily think the Lions will win, I think that I don't think the Lions will win. I do think that they'll cover, which with 7 points, it gives me a little wiggle room. Keep it close. And because of that, I was going to say that it should be over. I'm going to stick with my gut and go over. I know
I'm not going to die.
Defenses.
I'm not going to die on the under or on the over.
But I do think on the over, I think Detroit has that big playability, and so does San Francisco. So that's where I think they're going to get some cheap points. And 51 is not that high of a total. Both teams get into the 20s. So I'll go over. I'll go over a 51. So I want to make sure I'm right on this. We're split 2-2. Andy and me are on the Lions.
Mm-hmm.
Tony Ray is on the Niners. And then me and Ray are on the over. Tony and Andy are on the under.
Yes.
Perfect. So in the competition, just to be clear, we will all have to take our picks. We'll have to wager how confident we are. So like if I feel really confident about the Ravens, then I can put more of my 1,000 credits on that. We do have to play all 4 of them. You guys as well who would join the competition, you have to play all 4. So you can put, if I just feel like I'm not sure about the Lions, I can put $1 on them. and I can spread the other $9.99 across the other 3, however I choose. You can't reinvest, so there's no advantage to putting all your money in on Baltimore first for 1,000 and then reinvesting it in the NFC game that's later in the day. Can't do that. It locks at 3 o'clock or whenever the kickoff is for the first game. So just keep that in mind. It's a little bit different this week. We'll take next week off. We'll come back for the Super Bowl. I think, guys, we have a couple minutes here. Is it okay? So Andy's taking the Lions. He said he thinks it's the Lions Super Bowl. So Lions Ravens.
No, Lions
the
Chiefs.
Animal Bowl.
Lions
the Hunter
Chiefs.
Bowl.
The Animal Bowl.
It's the Hunter Bowl, but the Hunter is gonna be getting hunted. The Hunter is gonna have the sniper tonight. Bang.
Okay.
No,
Tony or Ray.
The rabbit has
Tony
to go
or
in.
Ray.
We get it.
Based on your picks, you guys are on Ravens Niners Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And all right,
Pretty much
so
to the crap.
swing around real quick. Who do you think? Who's your Super Bowl pick based on that? We know who our Super Bowls are. Who's winning the Super Bowl?
They're not letting the 49ers win a Super Bowl. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. Even I feel that way, but they're not letting the 49ers win a Super Bowl. They're just not. Whatever. Give me Lamar Jackson. And that's the other thing too. Like, I just like Baltimore's team better. Like, they're one of the few teams where it's like you can kind of do whatever to them. Like, you can scheme however you want. You can game plan however you want. You can try to take away whoever you want. Like, it doesn't really matter. Like, it doesn't. They'll hang around. Their defense is good. Their quarterback is Lamar Jackson, who, unfortunately for Sean, is probably going to end up winning the MVP and stealing money from him. And, it's hard to get around having an MVP caliber quarterback and then it being, you in a situation where you don't feel as if you're in, the better advantage point, I guess would be the words to say. So, 49ers. Trying to throw a curveball to myself. Ravens. It's just their time, man. It is. It's been a while since we've had a Ravens Super Bowl. Don't need a 49er Super Bowl either. I have a lot of hate in my heart for them too. But that's neither here nor there. That's not really why I said any of this. But yeah, Ravens. Totally Ravens.
Andy.
What was the question?
It's who's going to win the championship of the NFL? It's called the Super Bowl. It's in 2 weeks from Sunday.
The Hunter Bowl.
That sounds like a nice occasion.
Which is not what was going on Capitol Hill a couple days ago, by the way.
It was a couple years ago.
Yo, these guys are gonna get demonetized. Okay. Well, Lions, Chiefs, I'm going Lions. It's just the storybook ending, okay? They don't want to make Kansas City too OP. They don't want to make him like another Brady. Having another Brady is kind of boring. It's cool to have okay, this guy's always good, as in a fandom, but it kind of sucks. Okay, this guy won again. He won again. No one wants to see that. However, I did want to say about the Ravens. I don't understand that team. It's good, but you look on paper, that offense should not be this good. They have the fourth string running back. They have the corpses of Nelson Aguilar and Odell Beckham as their number 2 and number 3 wide receiver. They got a rookie as their number 1 receiver. They got Mark Andrews. No. They got Mark Andrews out here.
Isaiah Likely.
And then they have Lamar Jackson, which is just covers up all the mistakes. It's 3rd and 12. I got you with 13 yards. I'm throwing this ball around, man. I don't understand that team. I don't understand why they're so good.
The dog is telling you.
I still didn't understand why.
The dog begrudgingly agrees with you.
Yeah, man. We were
he's like, all right, man. All right, man. All right, man.
The Lions are gonna win because they're tough and they're gonna bite people's knees and shit. But if the Ravens make it, they're not bad. I guess the Ravens aren't gonna make it, guys. So I'll rest my case.
I think that we know who the dog's picking is the Ravens. Tony, who are you picking?
I'm moving with the dog. Give me the Ravens. I'm with the dog. There's too much speed in the middle of that field. Roquan Smith and Queen. they're a dynamic defense, like just weirdly underrated. And I think they're going to give up some points to the 49ers. Not too much you can do about that. But when a play needs to happen inside the 20s, when it needs to happen, I think the Ravens are going to be the team that gets it done. And they have the better quarterback. So that's 2 strikes right there. If you could stop a team in the red zone once or twice more than you get stopped on the other side and you have the better quarterback, that's all I need. I think the Ravens are a team of destiny. It just felt like they got hot at the right time. They have the right mix of players, the right mix of skill sets. Ravens.
What do you think? Nobody's brought this up yet. What is the Harbaugh brothers going to do when they win the national championship and the Super Bowl back to back?
Well, probably steal some. No, never mind.
It's legal in the NFL.
Yeah,
They're going to go.
That was the funniest thing when he said that too. He's like, "But that's legal in the NFL, by the way."
Fucking like all you can eat apps at Applebee's or something like that. Like
they feel like
just,
Applebee's brothers. Yeah,
they do.
No, those are Texas Roadhouse boys.
That's
Totally
also
Texas Roadhouse boys.
do they participate in the line dance when it happens in the hour?
They're the brothers that make sure that when it's the other one's birthday, they go tell the hostess like, hey, it's my brother's birthday. Can you do the thing? And like they do it to each other every year.
Yeah.
Like, I gotta go take a piss.
As soon as they walk through, as soon as they walk through the door, like how many in your party? Oh, 8, and it's my brother's birthday. So make sure you do the like all that shit.
Oh,
but look,
man.
Sean, we need to discuss something. Are you ready to lose? Starting tomorrow.
What are we losing?
Oh,
It's 9:30, man.
Like you crazy boy, you know what he's talking about.
For those of you guys that do not know, for those of y'all that are true Heat Twitter,
Unaffiliated. There he goes.
Oh, I'm back. Oh, let's see. You try to kick me off. All right. For those of you guys that do not know, that are very affiliated with Heat Twitter, at the Miami Heat UK is doing something called the Culture Cup. What they've done is they've taken 64 of our finest contributors to the Miami Heat and the things that they do on Heat Twitter and pitted them against each other. And this week, for the first time, do not do that right there at all. Don't do that. What you need to do tomorrow is go to this man's account. You will see it is myself versus our other friend, Roddy. Bring yourself up on the screen. Come on. This guy right here, whenever he shows himself, he don't even want to because he's scared because he's going to lose. But what you guys need to do is you need to remember to vote for Ray. Don't say nay. Vote Ray. This super PAC that I'm building right now, this Cinderella story that I'm going to do as I sweep through this competition, it's going to be great. Y'all remember, don't say nay. Vote for Ray.
We're going to close on that note. Thank you guys for coming in. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, Andy. Let's get rid of Ray. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We'll be back in 2 weeks for our Super Bowl show. So we're excited about that. Yeah.
Yo, I've never seen it like this before.
It looks a lot better without Ray, huh?
You got a big ass head, boy. Damn.
Tune in. We're going to Floor is Yours right after this. It's on 5 Reasons YouTube.